I mean, did you ever doubt him? Of course you didn't. Step into my office. I don't know about you. I woke up Monday morning. Really, I went to bed Monday morning because I was so jazzed up from Sunday night football. But I woke up Monday morning and hot damn, does it feel good to be a Commanders fan. There's a lot to get to about this football game. I got a bottle. It's a Spider-Man bottle, not a Superman bottle. Bear with me here. But it feels like this is a perfect encapsulation, personification of this Commander season. Inside this bottle is lightning. It's the lightning in the bottle that was ripped from our grasp as a fan base in 2012 with the Robert years. And we can have a lot of discussion about Jayden Daniels and Jayden Daniels' future with this organization. We took calls on radio today on the Kevin Sheehan show. You had guys saying he's going to win Super Bowls, multiple Super Bowls. All that is fine, but we're going to do that during the offseason because right now the lightning is in the bottle. And when you got number five on the field, you have an opportunity to win every single time you step on the field. What they did on the road in Tampa Bay was an absolute masterclass. You want to talk about identity? They found their identity. Their identity isn't the guy that wears number five on his chest. I don't have a physical crown, but we are crowning Jayden Daniels, if you hadn't already, as the franchise quarterback. Lightning in a bottle, crowning Jayden Daniels. He is him. This is the guy that is going to lead this franchise forward. And what's exciting, I would say, the most about what we've seen this season in particular is that this is the worst it's going to get around him. But again, we'll have those conversations during the offseason. What we saw last night was everything we had hoped for. We saw the connection with Terry McLaurin back, and Terry had one of the best games of the season. Couple catches, more than a couple. I mean, he goes for nearly 100 yards and a touchdown. Diami picks the best game of the season to have the best game of his career, I would argue. 7 catches, 89, and a touchdown. You have a wide receiver one, you had a wide receiver two. The running game, eh. That's being nice about it, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Your identity is Jayden Daniels. Would it be nice if Brian Robinson breaks one? Yes. Would it be nice if Austin Ekeler breaks one, Jeremy McNichols, if they want to play Chris Rodriguez against Detroit? Yes, it would be nice. It would be helpful. It would make life a lot easier, but it all ultimately does not matter. It comes down to number five and number five almost exclusively. And he showcased that again. Todd Bowles felt like he was going up against week one Jayden Daniels. They had a very similar game plan. We're going to blitz him, and he's going to get flustered. He's going to tuck this thing. He's going to run this thing, and we are going to be prepared. The difference is that Jayden Daniels is now 17 weeks deeper into this thing. So the rookie quarterback that you saw week one, you were going up against the offensive rookie of the year, a guy that should have been an all pro, a guy that should have been in the MVP conversation. I think they should give more than two quarterbacks all pros. That's just me. I think it should be four. If they did give it four, Jayden Daniels is an all pro. Second team, but he's still an all pro as a rookie. That's what we saw on display against Tampa Bay. Some of the blitzes that they were bringing, his ability to stand in the pocket, specifically on that Terry touchdown, and even a little bit that Diami touchdown as well, those weren't quick throws. Those were developing throws, long developing throws, and Jayden was able to go read by read by read, cross the field with his eyes, and still find his guy. He wasn't doing that in week one. You want to talk about the maturation of a quarterback, that was on full display. And I don't know about you, but I can only speak for me. At no point did I think they were losing the game. At no point did I think they were losing the game. Now, when they went for it on fourth down, got stopped just about at the goal line and gave Tampa the ball at the 3, I wasn't feeling great. But at no point did I think they were going to lose the game. And how much of a luxury is it to give your quarterback the football with 4 minutes and 41 seconds left and have the belief and understanding of they're not touching it again? The next time you're seeing Baker Mayfield on the field is when he's shaking your quarterback's hand. That's unbelievable. We talk all the time about like with Mahomes, right? How crazy is Mahomes? He can go down the field in 31 seconds. And that's an crazy, impossible feat to imagine. And Mahomes has done it. Well, Jayden Daniels, while he is not Mahomes, do not take that out of context. Don't take this out of context. He is not Patrick Mahomes, but he has a little bit of that in him. Whatever that is, X factor, greatness, GOAT status, whatever that is, he has a little bit of that in him. Because as impressive as it is to march down the field in 31 seconds, the way that we have seen Patrick Mahomes, I would say it's equally as impressive, or at the very least in the conversation, to be able to keep a ball for just about 5 minutes and allow the other team to not see it again. Defensively, they weren't great. Marshawn Lattimore against Mike Evans, buddy, that didn't look good. That did not look good. I know Lattimore's not healthy. I'm not jumping off the Lattimore ship yet. That's a long-term investment, not just for this season. I understand those days will get better. He couldn't play worse, if we're being completely honest. But the defense did just enough. All you had to do was get a stop. They got a couple of them. In the first half, they played really, really excellent, I thought. And they turned touchdown drives into field goals. That's what you need to do. Because Jayden Daniels, for the third time this season, 0 punts, 0 turnovers. We saw Tress Way to hold for kicks, and that's it. And with all due respect to Tress Way, he's been one of the anchor points for this team for decades. That's all I ever want to see from him from this point moving forward. I love the dude, but life is so much better when he is not on the field. And Jayden did it in a playoff game. After that performance against Dallas where it didn't look good, you want to talk about bounce back? There's your bounce back. And that is, again, lightning in the bottle. Every time it feels like a late game scenario arises, there is nobody that I am more confident in than the guy that wears number 5 in the burgundy and gold. And there will not ever be a guy in the NFC that I am more confident in than Jayden Daniels. Take all the remaining quarterbacks. This is being taped before the Vikings-Rams game. So whoever wins that one, I don't really care. Whoever, Philadelphia, don't really care. Detroit next week, I don't really care. Those quarterbacks are all good. Certainly they have to be in this spot. But when it comes to clutch, when it comes to it factor, Jayden Daniels right now is the king in the NFC. He gave this franchise, he gave this fan base a playoff win for the first time in nearly 20 years. The last time the Commanders won a playoff game, I was 10 years old at Pine Brook Elementary School. I'm now nearly 30 years old. I'm getting married in like 3 months. It's been a long, long time. We should be rejoicing. I am rejoicing, and Jayden Daniels is the reason for that. Thank you, King. Let's keep this thing rolling, man. On to Detroit. I don't hate our chances. You see that stat. 3-0 all time against Detroit in the postseason. We'll get there later, though. It feels good to be a Commander Day on this Monday, though, doesn't it? I appreciate you coming into my office. Hit me up on Twitter if you haven't already. I'll see you later this week. There's a lot to be excited about for this fan base.